Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So let's continue the climb up the tower. We'll do the floor 27 with the free party. And then the gimmicks for this stage are gravity barriers, and everybody is a water monster, so we want to use green guys. And then you want to have both bounce and pierce characters. Because there are the anti-pierce and the anti-bounce guys. So yeah, we need to have each bounce, or each bias, I think it is. Style? Sling style? We want two of each so that we can be ready for each mission. And then choosing a team for this stage was a little bit difficult. Because I was looking at my drop monsters that I had with no gravity barrier that were green, and there were some places where I was kind of limited. Like I was looking at my Pierce green no gravity barrier guys, and I only had a Circuit. And then Circuit is a deity type, deity class. And then the boss later has Deity Slayer, so that wasn't quite working. The boss actually doesn't do a lot of attacks. But when it does, you know, it hurts extra, so I was wondering what to do. So I decided to use my one Hatcher monster as a Kuhurin evolution, and then the other Pierce type, the drop monster, as a Bishamonten. As you can see, there are also warps on this mission, so she has that double null ability. And then, yeah, she's also a Pierce. And then being water, she doesn't get any advantage or disadvantage for her element, so yeah, she ended up working great. To talk about the other characters I'm using Nick. He was a limited time character for the Christmas event. He has bounce and no gravity barrier. And he is great for Yamato Takeru. He has a lot of hit points to be your tank. And then he also has a strike shot where he splits into four, like Hakua. So he can get match shots pretty well. And then that also works out great on this stage, because in the later boss stages you want to, you know, try to take down all of the enemies in one turn if you can. So being able to go all over the screen is very useful. Next I'm using Bishamonten. One thing I didn't mention about her was that she has a Meteor Strike Shot, which is also useful in the later stages because you want to do a lot of damage to the boss before a certain time. And again, with the drop monsters, doing damage can be difficult. So yeah, that Meteor helps. Next I'm using a PCG3 Evolution. I usually like to use his Ascended form, but in this mission you want the gravity barrier, and then his vertical laser is very strong as well, so he came in super handy for this mission. It's kind of the first mission that I've ever used him on, so I was very happy about him here. And then finally, my one Hatcher monster is Kuhurin Evolution. She has Pierce and no gravity barrier. And then she has one of the best strike shots in the game, which is the anti-everything strike shot. Plus, she does a bazillion damage, so she'll be useful here. And I was looking at what other, you know, Pierce wood monsters I had with no gravity barrier. And I also had like Snowbow Evolution. But her hit points are so low that I was a little bit, you know, hesitant to use her. The speed up would be great because you want to hit everybody every turn if you can. But yeah, I went for a Kuhurin instead. Okay, so here is the first mini-boss stage, and then all of the stages will work pretty much like this one here. The little guys, they have very little hit points, so you can take them all down in like 2 hits or so. And they will also revive every turn because of the boss. So every turn you want to try to hit them to take them down, and then that way they can't attack you. And that's a way to prevent damage. Like I said before, the boss doesn't have a lot of attacks. So yeah, if we take down the little guys every turn, we'll take less damage. Yeah, and as we see, the boss did defense up on herself. So when she does that, we want to focus on going after the little guys. And then Ovelia also has a kind of an ultimate attack. I think it's the 6 on her now. We'll see what it is on her boss stage. But yeah, we definitely want to take down the boss by then. So yeah, we have our hands full for this mission. We have to take down the little guys, every turn if we can. And we also want to take down the boss by a certain time. But the boss does defense up on herself, which makes that difficult. So yeah, this mission is a little bit on the difficult side. Especially with drop monsters that don't do a whole ton of damage. Alrighty. And then PCG3's Strike Shot, it's just a laser, but actually it's pretty strong on this mission. If you can get in a position where you can take the next little guy's attack, you can focus it on the boss. And it does quite a bit of damage. Well, quite a bit a ratio of damage, since the boss doesn't have a lot of hit points. Okay. And then here, I think I might, yeah, I'm gonna stall so that I can, you know, get full hit points, build up my hearts, maybe charge some strike shots. So I might want to skip ahead a little bit. Okay. So, that is it. We have full hit points. We're going to go to the boss. And yeah, if you wanted to stall, maybe the ability lock guys would be the best to do it on, since they don't do a whole lot of damage. And they do spit out warps, which can help you stall. If you're, you know, if you decide which angle to go in so that you never hit bump combo or one of the enemies, then that can be very useful. Okay, so same strategy as the mini-boss stage. We are going to take down the little guys as we do damage to the boss. And as we just saw, we got Bishamonten's tag laser into the weak point, so big damage there. Yeah, doing a lot of damage to the boss quickly is a key point, and so the tag laser can be very useful for that. Okay, very good. So we're going to stall a little bit more here. And let's see how much we do. Alright, oops. Alright, no stalling there. But hit points are looking okay, so we will continue on. Alright, same idea here again. I think I debated using the Meteor Strike Shot, but we'll save that for a later stage. And then one difference from the boss stages, one thing that's different from the mini-boss stages, is that the boss will summon new guys. And then they have gravity barriers, so we want to try to get rid of them. Alright, there's that tag laser coming into play again. And yeah, if you wanted to, you know, use your bounce guys to, you know, move around and get the hit the most amount of people, you would use a 45-degree angle. And then there are no chances, or very few chances, for to get stuck in between two things. So you don't need to worry about that too much. Alright, let's use PCG3's laser again. Alright, pretty good. About a third of the boss's hit points. Alright, and the Pierce anti-bounce guys are making another appearance, so we'll use our Pierce guys to take them out. Alright, hit points are not looking great. And we're going to use Nick's Strike Shot. 1 to clear the field, and 2 to hopefully get the heart. Alright, didn't happen, but we took down the boss, so that's okay. And another nice thing about Nick's Strike Shot, or even the Command Strike Shot, is that anybody that moves can pick up that heart. So that's very useful. Alright, and I think we're going to try to stall here again. I think more to get the strike shots charged up than for the hearts. So maybe let's skip ahead a little bit again. Oh, I am stalling for a very long time this time. Usually I do not stall this long. I don't have the patience for it. Okay, here we go. So, second to last stage, we saw Bishamonten in a good position, so we used the tag laser there. And again, yeah, same idea as before. I guess the big difference here is that the boss and then the ability lock has a gravity barrier around it. So if we were using a guy that didn't have gravity barrier, that would be a big obstacle. Okay, we'll use PCG3 Strike Shot again. That's the benefit of stalling. Alright, and then this time we see a anti-pierce guy down there, so we'll use the bounce characters to get rid of that. Alright, the boss has the defense up, so we'll concentrate on the little guys this time. Okay, nice warp. Alright, boss got some healing, so that is yet another obstacle to deal with. Alright, PCG3 is in a good position, so we'll use the up and down bounce there. And let's see if we can make use of the tag laser here. Yes, very good. Yeah, getting the most out of the tag laser, it helps to use other characters that are pierce types, so that you can kind of, you have freedom of movement, and then in that case, you know, hit the corners and then come back out to shoot the laser in. And then also to use other characters with blast bumps, so that Bishamonten can hit them and then shoot the laser straight in there. Alright, I think we're stalling again. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so last stage, finally. Alright, we'll use Kufudin Strike Shot. Not so much for the anti-everything, but for the damage that it does. So yeah, 2 million damage. Pretty crazy. And then yeah, we'll just go ahead and use Everybody's Strike Shot. Might as well. So yeah, clear the field, do some decent damage to the boss. And then finally we'll use Bishamonten Strike Shot. We'll see how many guys we can hit. Alright, we got 4. Pretty good. Alright, and then we'll just use direct attacks from here. Okay, there we go. Floor 27 done with the free party. So pretty good. That took about maybe 2-3 tries. Again, pretty smoothly, which is surprising, but good. Yeah. Alrighty. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you again. Take care.